In our second game this year against the rival Seahawks, we saw them pretty much take well a hold of this game early on, with us only managing 3 points in the first half, 7 in the second, with a 38-10 loss. The turnovers once again got the best of us. But as we kick off this episode against another rival, this time in the Cardinals, once again another second matchup, we had a vote. After the last couple games, I'll let you guys decide if we were going to make a change to the way that this series works for at least season 1, as if we were going to add in 2 games per episode or stick to the 1. Now, this vote was probably the closest of any of the polls that I've posted, and it was neck and neck. The camp was not split until the very end, where it was a slight lead in favor of the 2 games per episode. So with the vote being so close, I think the best outcome we could do with that is to find a compromise. So I think what we will do is, for the remainder of season 1, if a game is a blowout, right, there's no shot we're winning, and we could tell that fairly early on, we'll go through 2 games. However, if the game is close, neck and neck the whole way, just like the voting was, we'll stick to the 1 game per episode, because I want to keep the episode lengths about the same, around that 30 or so minute mark. So that is what we're going to do moving forward for the rest of season 1. If you voted, thank you. I appreciate it. If you didn't know that there was voting, make sure you're taking a look at the community tab, because polls will show up there, but also I post the players of the week graphics the day after all of the games for the Ram franchise. We don't do that for the state-only challenges because there's a lot more than just 1 game in those episodes. So you could also let me know in the comments of these games who you guys think the players of the week are, and that could alter who wins those awards. So definitely be checking out the community tab. But time to get stuck in here to the Cardinals match, a division game, and see if we're just playing 1 game or if we're playing 2. As we get this game underway with the big boot, it will be a return for Hodges Tomlinson, who's been a pretty decent return guy for us, though outruns his cover man there a little bit. We'll start at the 23 for Stetson Bennett and this offense that has been struggling to end drives at anything other than a turnover, as Bennett has 14 interceptions already this season, as we're a little bit past the midway point. Plus, he's also had some fumbles, and some other guys has fumbled. So, turnovers definitely a problem for us, and we would love to clean that up. Now, Akers being back, who did come back last week, though did not play for the full game, did have a good time while he was healthy. So, we'll look for more of that in this one, as he gets the carry to the outside. A good stiff arm there, but not picking up the first down. Papo, maybe, as that was pronounced, was in good pursuit there and forced us out. So we have a 3rd and short, which we will stick with a run. Try to find some decent blocking, a little bit of a cutback lane, and Akers will pick it up, though not by much. But we will learn to kind of switch him out a little bit more regularly, try to keep him healthy, as he has had a few different injuries this year. As we have a receiver open, was about 20 yards further downfield. The hit comes in, and it goes straight to Budda Baker. That is a play that just defines this season with the Rams, as that will make it interception 15. And once again, we see these teams not even celebrating after big plays. We saw that a lot last week against the Seahawks, so it just seems like teams expect to really just wipe the floor with us, and well, they've done it so far, as a decent adjustment there from Julio. The pass a little bit behind the intended target once again, but well adjusted. And that was the receiver we intended to get the ball to on the Budda Baker pick 6. So we at least find that pass a little bit later on, but considering it's only been our offense on the field, we shouldn't be losing. But at this point of the season, we're well accustomed, as it's 2nd and 9, sticking with the more heavy looks. We're going to have Julio once again the pass behind, but the veteran making the adjustments. And we are going to try to stick to a little bit more of outside runs today. We'll still run towards the middle, but I feel like we might be better on the edge or take a gap as soon as it comes available to us, though a great tackle there from Thompson. And on 2nd and 9, we will spread them out. Coming out in shotgun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. We do check in Evans, and he'll take the handoff down the middle, though not going to get by Collins. Pretty quick on the pursuit, will be just a gain of 1. However, it looks like they're leaving the middle of the field open here. So let's make a hot route here. Send Williams straight downfield. I do want Johnson going on the slant. We'll see how well this ends up working out for us. And honestly, they cover it pretty well, and we'll barely get that ball out in time. It's a 4th and 8 in plus territory. Consider going for it. It's not like a loss is really going to hurt this season, so why not? We'll go out here on 4th and 8. Going to motion over Allen to that left-hand side. A little bit of some play action. Try to look for Allen rolling out, but not a great pass. Buda Baker will easily swat that one away. Needed that more to the outside, but apparently Stetson Bennett wanted it downfield. So for the first time today, already with a lead, the Cardinals offense takes the field. About 3 minutes left here in the first. It's Zeke down the middle with a good cut. Breaks the tackle of Durant. We just have a Debo left, and he can't quite make the stop. So on one play of offense, the Cardinals have a 2-touchdown lead. And I feel like if we see us go down 3 touchdowns, it's safe to say we could go into the 2-game scenario. As we'll start with a run to the outside, look for a cutback, though a little too harsh of a cutback. Gain nothing. Trying to spread out these defenses, but really not much doing there. We're going to send Julio in motion. He'll take the jet sweep and breaks a tackle, turn it into a little bit of a dive, but once again, we net nothing. And with a stacked box here on 3rd and 10, just love to see if we could get anything to the outside. And by outside, I didn't mean throw the ball outside of the field of play, Bennett. That's what he does. 4th and 10, he'll punt away. And all the Cardinals need to do is score 1 more touchdown. And we'll get this game moving along a bit quicker. With a 1st and 10 starting back at the 28, Zeke had the touchdown on the 1 play last time, looking to maybe double up, but this time Durant and Adebo make up for their misses-ish last time. Though I don't want to put anything harsh towards Adebo, as he's actually been our best defender so far this season. With 3 interceptions now in his 6th game, they go back to Zeke, not a 1st down, so some slight improvement. Granted, anything's an improvement after you give up, what was it, like a 70-yard touchdown on 1 play the last drive, so even better. The gain of nothing, maybe even a loss of 1. Can credit that stop to Armstrong, who's finally made a play. After we traded for him, I don't think he's gotten involved in much. But he makes the final play of the first quarter as we will head into the 2nd, down 14 points. They've had 5 total plays of offense and have well outscored us up to this point, 14-0. As it's going to be an empty set here on 3rd and 2. We'll send a blitz to the outside. They throw, finding their tight end, Ertz, with the first. As that also happens to be the first throw for Kyler Murray. As he's under center, will be another throw across the middle and finding his target in Dortch. Joseph was in tight coverage there, but just didn't quite make the plays. It's another empty set here on 1st and 10, setting up a screen that gets checked into the ground. You could argue for intentional grounding. And while I think the rules should be adjusted around that, technically it wasn't, as there were some receivers in the area. But yeah, not great. The throw to the outside, not checking it down, instead picking up a 1st down, as they'll find one of their tight ends, Hayden Hurst. Though I feel like we played against him on a different team, and he got injured in that game. Maybe I'm mixing up series, as he's having a touchdown here. Yeah, we're not getting back to stop him. A quick little tight end swing will send him into the end zone and make it 21-0. And with that score, safe to say we're going to have 2 games in this one. as we will at least start off this drive together, looking for some space down the middle. Akers will break a couple tackles. A beautiful run down to the 40, a strong run as well. Now just to try to see if we could build upon it with a 1st and 10 up to the 40. A little bit of some play action. We have B on the crossing route. We're going to have Johnson gets the catch down inside the 25 and out at the 23. So maybe we're not jumping through this drive all too quickly. Now on 2nd and 10, still at that 23. Look for the stretch to the outside. Akers has the block. Doesn't quite hold up long enough for Julio as we're close to a 1st down, 3rd and inches. Now needing to convert on 3rd and inches. We'll come out with a strong eye. Handoff down the middle. Akers will convert for us, keeping this drive alive. Akers averaging about 4 yards a carry to this point. Want to look for a delayed cross here from Allen. Leak out to what I hope is an empty side, as we're actually going to have Williams in the end zone. We go down 21-0, but finally get a touchdown, make it 21-7. Still with some time left here in the 2nd quarter. A nice throw this time from Bennett, as we really needed to capitalize on this drive. But as the offense finally gets things together, can our defense get a stop for us? Down 14 points, about 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. A beautiful zig route there from Moore. We'll pick them up 9. And they'll quickly change their look, coming out with 2 tight ends, both of them to that right-hand side as we send a blitz, but it's still going to be a 1st down to Ertz. On 2nd and 7, they'll come out spread, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Back in shotgun. Do they hand it off? No, it will be a pass, which they send some guys on some short routes. Moore gets the catch, but they will be missing Humphries as he's shaken up on the play. He'll head to the sideline as it's 3rd and 1. We send the blitz, and the big hit forces the fumble. That's recovered by Murray. Forces the fumble and recovers it. And we're not going to see a booth review come in, so apparently this team did not like me saying that we might be jumping into a 2-game scenario, because now we're actually getting some things done, though we only gained 1 on 1st down. But it does look like the Arizona Cardinals defense here spreading out a little bit, which was what we were trying to get them to do, as we'll dump this one off Akers. We'll get the 1st down, not a whole lot more. As Max Williams, the man with a touchdown earlier, a bit shaken up, looks like maybe an elbow injury perhaps. He'll go into the locker room for further evaluation. Fortunately, the drive ends up stalling, so it will be just a field goal attempt, though we could use any amount of points we can get as Brown puts it right through the uprights. We'll make it 21-10. But did we leave the Cardinals too much time? A minute 51 plus all 3 timeouts. They could definitely move the ball downfield here if they find the right reads, which is pretty easy one on 1st down, finding Ertz. On 2nd down, they'll come out with a tighter shotgun look, trying to set up the halfback screen. Jones reads it, but just disrupts the blocking, nothing else. Durant will get down, getting the stop at the 44. Cardinals yet to elect to use any timeouts yet, as they do come out with a spread look. Pass across the middle. They're going to find number 8, who cuts back, avoids 1 tackler, does not, no, apparently does pick up the 1st down, and I forgot that 8 was Elliott. But they will use their timeout as they have a 1st and 10 to the outside. They go to number 0. That time I definitely don't know. Hamlin, through 2 games, couldn't have even told you he was on this team, as a timeout being called here from the Cardinals. They have 1 more remaining, as they are down in plus territory at the 34, at least field goal range. The bunch to the right, 1 lone to the left is Ertz. Trying to set up some deep routes, but they'll dump it off to Zeke, who will pick up just a couple. But so far today, their offense has been running very smoothly, as Murray just 1 incompletion on the day, as they do make an audible, sending Hamler to tight end. Interesting, as they'll get a pass to the outside once again, going Zeke, Joseph, and Murray coming in to get the stop, and that will send us on into half. So we don't give up any late points. 21-10 at half. 1st quarter was bad, but we turned things on a little bit there in the 2nd. We just need to try to continue that through this 3rd quarter. See if we could get back in this game, and if we do, maybe it's just 1 game. But let's take a look at the 49ers Seahawks game, as it's the 49ers who get the victory, 24-17, sending the Seahawks below 500. As for our next update, we have just a little bit south of there, Chiefs taking on the Raiders. It's 17-3 heading on into halftime. Raiders 8-3 on the year with Jimmy G. Chiefs just 6-4. As for our last update, sticking to the west side of the country here, Broncos up currently 14-7 against the Browns, both teams 4-6. Now as we get our second half kicked off here, it will be Cardinals offense up first. Defense gonna have to continue to get these stops for us if we're gonna get back in this game. Though Zeke, through limited carries, has definitely brought an impact. The one play that really went our way in that first half was the big hit from Murray, forcing the fumble on Zeke, and it will be a play action play one, as they will not dump it off, instead downfield for Mullen to knock it away. And if we could get the stop, it could be big for the second half here for us, as they'll have a bunch out to the left, but it's a quick throw. Ertz still gonna manage the first down after all of that. Lost yardage several times, but still will pick it up. And with that fresh set of downs at the 35, they will go with some read option. Savage misses the tackle. Durant with an awful angle, and Kyler Murray will take this one to the house. They're really trying to keep this a 2-game episode. But if we can quickly get down the field here, we are 3 possessions down, so we're going to need some quick games, or quick scores, as we do get to the outside. Akers not going to quite get by Thompson. Was close, as now Julio's shaken up. Every time we have a good play, seems like there's something bad that also happens. This time, it's our veteran receiver. Now on 3rd and 6, we really have to be scoring each drive here if we're to stay in these games. Gonna need the first down here, though they get a pass rush and once again throws off the ball, and we'll have to punt from about the 45, or we can even try to go for it. And I do feel like it's more fitting to try to go for it because we need wins. So let's just try to do that. As we'll send the tight end 3, I believe it is now, Hopkins in motion. Let's roll. We had a guy try to throw it down. Johnson drops it. Wow, will be a turnover on downs. Cardinals have the opportunity to really run away with it here, as they can make it a 4-score game, as they're calling some sort of hot route or audible. Kyler from the pocket, once again going on that quick curl route. How many times are teams going to throw this before the DBs just step up? Well, I say DBs as if all of them are doing it. They always go to that left-hand side. Rarely are they going to the right-hand side of a Debo, as it will be a run. Zeke winning, smacked once again, this time not a fumble, but seeing Murray come alive here. Now on 3rd and 7, need to get the stop here, allow just a field goal would maybe keep us in this one, though it looks like Kyler is going to step up to scramble, makes a couple guys, not even a couple guys, just one miss, but does get the first down. You could tell we just expect our guys to miss on these tackles, as it's a 1st and 10 at the 22. Will be a handoff, play action actually, which definitely got me, as they'll get it out to Hayden Hurst, who breaks a tackle inside the 5. I think right now some of our better players have been Durant and Adebo. Everyone else kind of iffy at times, as they go back to the run, a bad angle that time from Durant, and Zeke will walk in untouched. And with us now being 25, I think it's time to really start jumping through these drives and just get almost to the end of this one, as Akers breaks to the outside, looks for this spin, it's just kind of slow. Still a good gain though for us. And on 2nd and 10, still at that 39, look for the halfback screen here. We've been able to set this up a couple times of recent. However, the blocks don't quite formulate, though we do pick up 7. Now on 4th and 5. Why not go for it just as we've done for most of this season? Just try to see what we could scrap together. With congestion across the middle, we try to find our receiver. Once again, a turnover on downs. And as we start the 4th quarter, it's the 3rd and 3. Trying to see if we could get a corner blitz off this right-hand side with an empty look. Quick throw will go to Ertz, whiffing on a couple tackles, and now they're down to the 21. Now on 3rd and 2, after a drop by Hamler, what should have been a touchdown. They could at least continue their drive with a gain of 2. And we'll see if that's what they do as we send the quick blitz, and Ertz holds on to it for that first down.
Now on 2nd and goal, they'll come out setting up a pass. They have Hayden Hurst who holds onto it despite what looked like a knockaway by Adebo. Instead, touchdown. Another one on the day for Hayden Hurst. Cardinals trying to find another touchdown here to put them up 49-10. Do they need it? No. But do they want it? Yes. And will they get it? Yes. Completely untouched, dominated up front. Zeke with yet another touchdown. And it'll end up being a complete and utter blowout, despite there being maybe a couple minutes in that second quarter that we thought, hey, maybe we could make this a game. Instead, 49-10, this Rams team just continues to show that it's not a proper NFL team. And with how bad that last performance was, we're going to quickly jump on ahead here to the Browns game. Now in this one, we actually have a breakout opportunity for our linebacker in Murray. So we'll see how well he can do as we get this game underway. We are back home and needing to see some good stretch of play that we have not seen, more so from this offense, but also defense still struggling. But it's definitely been proven time and time again that we cannot rely on Stetson Bennett to really be a decent quarterback for us. Now, I would love to focus more so on the running, though the blocking also hasn't been all too well, though Cam Akers still in a bad game. Showed up big for us. Now on 3rd and 4, we need a first down. We're going to try to set up a little bit of a play action, as we do have the fullback headed right downfield. DeGuara with a big catch and run, outruns the defender. Play 3 of the game is a massive touchdown on the fullback wheel route. DeGuara, former tight end, moved to fullback. He comes up huge. And on 3rd and 4, we're going to send a corner blitz. It's actually going to be Adebo as we drop back into coverage. Armstrong, though, we swing it back out to Chubb, and he will get the job done. And after a 1st and 2nd down that really didn't go anywhere, we have a 3rd and 8 with a shotgun look, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Will be a pass, or actually going to be a scramble. Watson to the outside will get by Murray. Has the lead blocker, though Durant will make the play. But a massive scramble, 32 yards for Deshaun Watson. And that will set them up inside the 30. With a heavy tight end set, they send all of them deep. And a possible sack. Yes, credit it as a sack to Williams. If they convert, drive can move along. If not, will be at least a field goal attempt, I would imagine. Possibly they could go for it. I know we go for it quite often. As Murray steps up with the big hit, credit it as another sack. One of the 2 combined he needed of a forced fumble, tackle for a loss, sack, or interception. But that big stop will force the field goal attempt. And we will not get anywhere close to blocking it. They will send it right down the middle, make it 7-3. It'll be 2nd and 8. Once again, potentially going to the fullback here, though we have to throw it early, and DeGuara with another big catch, 1st down. Now on 3rd and 6, needing to convert to keep this drive alive. We're going to go with a play I have not ran before, see how well it works. And we have Julio. That ball was supposed to be thrown about 40 yards downfield. I feel like Stetson Bennett should just be released after that, but we won't do anything that crazy. Changing up the play entirely, with now 3 out to the left, 1 to the right, will be a pass. As they try to set up maybe something across the middle, no. It's going to be a scramble. Watson gets smacked again by Murray, though this time a gain of about 9.5 yards. And on 3rd and inches, they'll come out with an empty set. Surprising, though works out pretty well for him, as they will find Njoku rather quickly for the 1st down. Now as we start the 2nd quarter here, it's 2nd and 6. Just about past midfield, will be a pitch to the outside. Murray in pursuit, not going to get the tackle on Chubb. Was looking for that 2nd tackle for a loss, which would have secured his spot getting that development boost. But we still have about 3/4 of a game to get the job done. And we'll have an opportunity, but we'll take the throwaway, forcing the punt. And the running hasn't been bad to start this drive, so let's try to convert on the 3rd and 2 with another run. With some good blockers down the middle, tried to break the tackle, though ends up becoming 3 guys on 1. We'll take the 1st down.
And with us only needing 3 more yards for a first down, let's try to see if we could just set up a deep pass here. Johnson kind of gets beat, or doesn't get beat, he beats himself. He beat himself on that one. Another drop for Johnson. We've seen that happen a couple times of late, so on 3rd and 3, set up the run. Evans with space, tries to get one more block, but first down will take. He almost broke that off for more. Now after an incomplete pass on first down, we're going to check to a run here on 2nd. Try to find some space. Good block from the receiver downfield, and Evans makes it a 3rd and 1. So we'll bring back out Cam Akers and DeGuara. Going to try to hit this left side once again. It's worked pretty well for us up to this point, as Akers will pick up the first down and not a whole lot extra. Now after a 1st and 2nd down that only netted 3 yards, I do want to send DeGuara on a straight up streak route right down the field. We're also going to send some other couple guys out. No one's getting open. We have Akers to the outside. Can he make the play? No, to the 42. Too far for a field goal? They say it is, so we'll come out here to go for it, because why not? 4th and 3. We have an opportunity on the RPO to go with the pass. That's where we'll go, finding Amari Rodgers, though he gets lit up, but we'll take the first down. Thank you, Rodgers. Just trying to take what the defenses give us at this point. As we're going to send some guys down the seam, though they cover all that pretty well. Throw to the outside. We have Julio with the grab and out at the 17. A good throw that time from Bennett, kept it away from the defender. Now can we just capitalize off of what has been a pretty decent drive so far? Johnson to that back corner, or Akers even on a wheel route. Both of them look enticing. As actually it's going to be Williams across the middle. Not even Williams, I forgot he's injured. Allen will get the grab for us down to the 3, as we'll try to get back to the line rather quickly here. See if we can capitalize. Allen tipped away and then intercepted down at the 3. Is it going to be at least a safety? No, they say at the 1. He ran back into the end zone, so it would have been a safety. Should have been points for us, at least some amount, but instead Anthony Walker with the pick. And the Browns start at the 1. We're going to send the heavy blitz here. I want the safety and the ball back. With a run right down the middle, Chubb will gain about a yard. Now they'll need 6 more yards for the first down. As this at the 5, they could go with a pass, though it will be a broken tackle. Chubb not going to get away from Seiler. But for us to manage the win, we're going to need our defense to get a stop here on the first possession, as the Browns will be starting back at the 25. But today, things just working for us, as we have a 2nd and 6 with ace formation for the Browns. They will hand it off, not going anywhere. Will actually be a loss of yardage, as Elijah Moore is shaken up. Now on 3rd and 8, a prime opportunity to get off the field here early in the second half, though they're going to make an audible. Just slightly spreading him further out to that left-hand side. Couple underneath routes, though they overthrow the wheel to Chubb. That could have been massive, but instead, massive for us as we get the stop. But we are going to start just milking the clock a little bit here, as we do have our lead, though we don't want to waste that lead. Allen to the outside does get the grab at the 44. Now, unfortunately, the drive ends up stalling out, but we're at the 38. We're in field goal range, so Brown will knock this one in between the uprights. Had the accuracy, it was the power I was slightly wondering about, if it was just going to tank there at the end, but no, he hits it true, and we have a touchdown lead. Now the Browns really needed to find a decent drive here offensively, as we're getting about halfway here through the 3rd quarter, and they haven't been able to move the ball much. A little bit of some matrix move there on the outside will actually net them about 9.5, as they're going to make another audible. Still sticking with a tight look, I'm fine with a blitz, as it will be a play action. Murray tried to get back there, but instead it's almost an interception from Mullen. Another opportunity that goes literally right through our fingers, as it's 3rd and inches. We'll send Murray on the quick blitz, though. It's going to be a swing to the outside, and they mark it 4th and inches. A little bit of favor there with the spotting. Now as we get our next drive going here, we'd love to chew off some clock, as Akers almost breaks away. It was a split second from making that about a 60-yard run. But I'll definitely take the 8-yard gain, as it was 2nd and I believe 11. 3rd and 3.
needing the first down here. How about the slant across the middle? We're going to find Julio, who will get smacked around by about 5 different Browns defenders. Now, if we could just keep this momentum that we're kind of starting to build going here, we actually have full momentum at this point. Not much to go to. It's going to be a sack. So that'll leave us with 15 more needed on third down, what should be the final play here of the third quarter. They do send the extra blitz, and it works, throwing off the timing. We will have to punt this one away. So we will end up actually having one more play here in the third quarter, as the Browns still down a touchdown. Only one team's been able to score one touchdown today. The throw to the outside, Donovan Peoples-Jones picks up the first. Now, as we start the fourth quarter here, we still need at least one more big play from Murray, whether it's a sack, tackle for a loss, forced fumble. Thought we were about to get it there, but instead Joseph does force the fumble, and I think we recovered. We'll take a second look, see if a knee was down. And indeed, it does look like he was down. Chubb just got that right knee down before the ball started to come loose. So a play that could have been a lot worse ends up not being as bad form, though. They do still lose Teller, as we'll send a blitz right behind where his replacement was, though it goes very much in the Browns' favor as they are now past midfield, or close to passing midfield, actually up to the opposite 48, as it will be another handoff. Murray, that was your chance for the tackle for a loss, and he got juked out by Chubb. I doubt we're going to get a lot more options at getting the big play, as it will be a pass to the outside. Murray does get the tackle, so just kidding what I said. He does get that second tackle for a loss, and that should be a development boost. That's at least if it still works the way I remember it working. Don't know if Madden 24 changed it at all, but either way, fantastic for us, as it's a 2nd and 12. A big hit comes in, but despite the hit, a beautiful throw, and a good throw. An even better adjustment from Peoples-Jones, and they're down to the 12. I have no idea how that ball even got that far downfield, as Seiler actually got a hand on it. That's just how much power was behind the throw. As Watson will throw again here, or potentially, he's actually going to scramble. Murray misses, and Watson will score. We had all the opportunity to end that drive, but instead, Browns level this game up. Now we have a 3rd and 8 on a drive that we could really use to seal this game up. Needing a first down, we will go with a pass, as we have Johnson breaking open, and it's another overthrow from Stetson Bennett. He's only 10 of 21 today, and we're going to have to punt away from here. Though I could use us actually running some clock, and with a knockout, obviously it stops the clock, but it's still really important, as they are going to set up the halfback screen. Murray once again, not going to get the stop on Chubb, who does break the tackle and picks up the first, just a few yards short of midfield. But on 3rd and 3, this is really a big point in this game, with a throw to the outside. Savage knocks it away. And on top of that, the Browns are forced to punt. We have an opportunity here to win a game for the first time this season, though it's starting backed up at our 8. We need to get down the field, but we also need to be careful with where we're placing these balls. I would hate to throw a pick 6 late on here to lose a game. Nice adjustment there from Hopkins. Let's keep it moving a little bit here. I'd like to get some chunk plays down the field here before we hit the 2-minute warning. Gonna go back to some more play action. Once again on the crossing route, though not great. Allen almost caught it off that tip. Instead, falls incomplete. Maybe here look for a run after 2 straight play actions. I might think it's another pass. Back off a little bit. Akers has the space. We'll pick up the first down up to about the 43. Though we will not have time for another play. We'll hit the 2-minute warning there. Need to probably get the ball about another 15-20 yards downfield, as we have DeGuara. Why are these throws coming up like 50 yards short? That does not make sense. We're at the 47. Field goal range would maybe be around the 40. So we're close, but we're definitely not there yet. Let's change up the route from Julio. Gonna have him go on the drag, which that's gonna be what's open as he gets the grab, breaks the tackle. That should be field goal range. This could be for the win. Brown
with a 53-yard field goal attempt. Has the power, he has the accuracy, and we have a late lead. 3 points with about 10 seconds left. And Madden glitched? I don't know what happened. It started simming, but I'm pretty sure we won. I'm pretty sure. Are we gonna get a cutscene here? Or did Madden just kind of screw me out of my first win here with the Rams? There we go. Here's the cutscene. We do get the win. 13-10. We didn't play the last defensive drive. I don't know what happened. Madden, I guess, decided we're gonna start simming. I don't know. It's Madden. Well, that was the weirdest way to end the game there. It popped up saying like, congratulations on, because it went into that like play the moments thing, and I canceled out of it, tried to, and then it just sent to the end of the game. Luckily, it was still a win. Madden is weird, but Madden's Madden as always. Now let's just confirm at least we did get the player development here for Murray. And it looks like it. Legitimate cornerstone with a superstar dev boost. Hopefully that'll really help us out. He gets 8,000 experience points, so really might be able to help us out, upgrade him just across the board. He needs it both in coverage and run stopping, but we got our first win, finally, against the Cleveland Browns. It just took a 2-game episode and what was also a very low-scoring affair. 13-10. I mean, defense played their best game. Offense only managed 13 points, so that's honestly average for them. But it was really fun. Seeing DeGuara especially pop off with that wheel route that went to the house in the first quarter, that was awesome. So a really bad first game, a really great second game. Let me know what you guys think about these 2-game episodes. If you liked it, if you didn't, if you guys didn't like it, we could definitely go back to the 1 game per episode. Again, the plan with that is only to do that if the first game does not go very well and it's a complete blowout like the earlier one was. So definitely let me know what you think about that format. If you like it, that's how we'll finish off season 1, as we are moving on to week 14, meaning we have 5 games left. So sometime we could try to mix with that a little bit. Obviously, one of those is going to have to be a 1-game episode because it's an odd number. But that will be how we wrap up this season. Huge win. Finally, we got one. Until next time, make sure you guys hit that bear icon on the bottom right or scroll down, hit the subscription button, and tick that bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. This series posted every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, with a state-only challenge, currently the Virginias, every Wednesday and Saturday. And the next episode of that will be the start of Season 3. So we only have 3 more seasons left because we have to complete that by the end of Season 5. Or who knows, maybe we'll fail the first state-only challenge. So make sure you tune in there. But until we meet the Ravens, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.